Hey everybody out there. This video is going to be a prison experience video. And I'm just going to be telling you guys, what it was like for me being locked up. As some of you know from my why I went to prison video, I pretty much told you guys why. But I was locked up before. For those that didn't know that, in Tachita Correctional Facility. And guys, I just want to tell you that when you know those cell doors lock and you know that you can't get out, that's a really hard pill to swallow. The main issue I had being locked up was, besides the crazy bitches, the crazy jealous bitches, was just the confinement of it all. Just too much fucking confinement. But guys, when you're in the prison system and they have you, they got you. You can't do nothing but serve your time. Try to do it peacefully so you can go and get out of there. And, do what you need to do, carry on with your life or whatever, live your life. And that's what I tried to do, but the confinement of it all is something that was very difficult for me to deal with. Everything that you're used to, the way you live every day and, the people that you see every day and the things that you do, it's just over. It's gone. You have to deal with a new set of living rules and standards and shit that's not cool. I was locked up in the mental ward, and it's called the Monarch. And that was because I was a fighter, guys. I fought a lot. I was angry. I was very bitter. I wanted to fight everybody. The ladies in there, the guards, just the nurses. It didn't matter. I just was angry. I was angry. That's how I dealt with it. I was mad. So they put me in there, the Monarch. And that is for the crazy bitches that have to be in Tachita. Trying to make light of it as much as I can. But it was hard to sleep, in there, because you would have some women in there screaming, all night, talking to imaginary people that was in their cell with them or whatever. Like I said, this was the mental ward. And that's where except for 2 months. Except for 2 months, that's where I spent my stay at Tachita. So, not cool. Not cool. They thought I just was crazy because I wanted to fight everybody. But I don't think that's crazy. It's just being mad. I was just bitter. Or maybe it is some other words for it. I don't know. But that's just how I felt. So, I didn't like the way the authority wasn't there. I really had a problem at that time with authority. I'm trying to get better at it. I am getting better at it. I know I'm getting better at it now. But at that time, I just had a tough time with them. I mean, it was tough. I didn't want to listen to anybody. I didn't want to participate in any of the programs or groups that was going on. I just didn't want to be bothered, I would go to the library, always get books, made sure, to keep my brain sharp. Because what else can you do? It ain't like you got a whole bunch of options. I mean, you can work out and, stuff like that, little shit, I guess, but I ain't do that. Sometimes I did, not a lot. So I just basically read, and one thing about, the Monarch, each woman, each female that's in there, you do get your own cell because they know that there's some issues going on and they don't pair you up with people. You get your own cell. That was the beauty of it. I didn't have to share a cell no more. And that was kind of good, for me. But Yeah, guys. Shit, man, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough. Yeah, I was constantly being disturbed, you know. Every time I would be in my cell, you have to get up for count, and that was when I was in the county jail here in Milwaukee downtown, in a house of correction out in Franklin, Wisconsin. So, that was like a big dorm, the house of correction. For the people that don't know what the house of correction is like, it's like a big dorm area where you have all the people in one big dorm, men and the women. You have them in just one big dorm. And that's terrible. Shit, you gotta listen to everything while you sleep. Try to sleep. And it's hard to do. So I didn't sleep a lot in prison. I had trouble sleeping. I had to take medication. I got on meds when I was in prison, y'all, which is why I blew up. For anybody that go and look at my mug shots, and I ain't trying to hide it. All you need is my first and last name. That's on my channel. Go look at that shit. I had blew up. I was like 240, 42 pounds, somewhere like that. Could have been more. But all I know is I had blew up. And yeah, it was because of the medications. I was taking medications, psych meds. I was taking, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like I said, I was taking a psych meds and taking Benadryl and, to help me sleep. And sometimes I could get some sleep when I took my meds. But other than that, being locked up, it's so hard to sleep. You're so stressed out. You're so stressed out, wondering, well, you might know when you're getting out, but you just can't wait. You're trying to, bind that time down and try to find so many things to do in prison to take your mind off of that. But it's hard. It's hard. It's very tough. So, guys, when I first got there, like I said, I was angry. I didn't really want to be bothered. I just wanted to, stick to myself. But after being there for, about 4 months, maybe 3 to 4 months, I started to open up a little bit more, to people that were in there, other women. It was okay, but I could see where some of their issues was really serious. Mental issues was serious, something fierce. Because there was this one girl in there who just really thought she was a beauty queen. And that shit was so funny. It was so funny because she was so just the opposite. Let me get this off my screen. Get this shit off my screen, man. Damn. Okay. But, yeah, she was so just the opposite, guys. But she was just not attractive. And maybe that's why in her mind she made herself so attractive. And she lived that shit out. And it was hilarious. And, she was funny to me. But she became one of my good friends. Like, we actually, I think I got out like a couple of weeks before she did. And we vowed to keep in contact with one another, and we did, and stuff like that. And when she got out and stuff, we hooked up, outside of being in prison and stuff. It was kind of cool. A couple ladies, got out after I did, that I did get a chance to see, once they were out, on the streets. So, guys, yeah, it was tough for me. I can recall trying to interact with some ladies, and I started to go to the gym and work out a little bit, and I tried. I tried. Okay, guys, so what kept me going when I was locked up was, my family, can't say, well, yeah, a couple friends. No lady friends, but my guy friends, they were there for me. um, I had two of them sending me money every week. And they were really, really, just good to me because I was very fortunate. I was very blessed. As far as the money, I kept phone cards. I mean, I can talk to family and stuff when I wanted to. I had money on my books. I kept plenty of canteen, which is another reason why my ass blew up like I did. But I kept plenty of canteen because I figured, well, shit, I'm going to at least enjoy some good to eat. Plenty of snacks and stuff. Like I said, that was cool. That was cool, man. I remember canteen days. That was exciting shit up in prison, man. That was, and for anybody that's been there, they know exactly what I'm talking about because canteen day is the shit, whether you in local, jail, prison, whatever. Canteen day is the shit. So it is what it is. Another thing I hated, though, and it was a good thing I did have a lot of canteen, because another thing I hated was having to go outside in the cold, man, to eat. I had to, we all did, line up. If we wanted to go to the cafeteria to eat, we had to go in the snow when it was cold. Shit, you gotta get you the little bitty thin jacket to wear, and I'm just saying, I hated that. So it was a good thing that I did have a lot of canteen, because sometimes I just made my own. I skipped, and I didn't go out there in that cold, and I just had made my own food, But, yeah, guys, if you can, don't go to prison. Don't go. It's not a glamorous place, to be. And there was some ladies in there. They still was trying to make it glamorous. They would order makeup and shit. They was wearing, excuse me. They were wearing makeup and dolling themselves up like they was on the street. But see, they had girlfriends and shit like that too. I didn't fuck around. Bitches knew, leave me alone. They knew that I looked a certain way, cute, but don't fuck with me. And they did know that. So I ain't have no problems with girlfriends, rape, or no shit like that. I just didn't. Because I was a crazy bitch. Just right with them. So, And hey, it worked for me. I got my butt out, y'all. And was glad to get out. And I never looked back, y'all. I never went back. Well, I did get locked up a couple times, but then at the county. I never went back to prison. And I've been off paper since 2012. I've been off, wait a minute. Yeah, 2012, I got off. I got out. And I think it was 2013, I think, when I got off paper, parole. But, yeah, man, I'm just glad that it's over. I'm glad I can talk about that shit now. I'm glad that things did happen the way it did happen, even though I was locked up and hated it. I'm glad it happened that way, because I wouldn't have been able to learn from that experience and grow from that experience. So it is what it is, and only God can judge me.